gonna fall. I can't let go. What should I be focused on?
Surviving, not sinking into our beautiful lake.
Come on, more wind! Wow, let's win! Wow, my baby! Wow!
Zulu Man， 跟着我們去冒險。Zulu Man， 勇敢跳出舒適圈。Zulu Man， 怕我不懂，錯我猜懂，跟着我們一起
OK， 各位，我現在人呢在瑞士。瑞士什麼地方呢？我覺得大家可能不太了解，我現在在哪裡。它這個位置呢在 Biel 這個小城市。我今天來這邊要做 windsurfing 的挑戰。其實我也完全不知道 windsurfing 到底要怎麼玩。不過呢，我今天為什麼會來到瑞士呢？因為世界冠軍 windsurfing 就是這邊的人。後面的這個湖呢叫做 Biel Lake， 他就在這邊做 training。聽說 windsurfing 在瑞士人其實蠻 popular 的，尤其在歐洲地區啦。其實瑞士玩的好像是蠻厲害的，可是大家來瑞士會想到什麼？我自己會先想到 Roger Federer， 大家可能還會想到他們的巧克力啦、起司鍋啦、手錶啦，哦，大自然。不過呢，對我來說，可能還是 Roger Federer。我現在很期待有沒有可能就是在瑞士的街頭走來走去，就有辦法。Yo，is that Roger？ 希望。刚刚是不是演得很像？反正呢，现在要直接去找我们的 World Champion of Windsurfing， 我们来體驗一下 Windsurfing， 然後也開箱這個運動給你們，好不好？希望看完這集之後，我是一個突然變一個台灣很厲害的 Windsurfer， 在台灣把這個運動帶起來。站在這邊哦，大家可能會好奇，就是哇，Ian， 你現在穿那麼多，然後 Windsurfing 要到後面的湖裡面，不會冷嗎？會啊，會冷呢。水裡面大概可能5-6度，因為我們現在在 Switzerland 這個時候是9月中，對台灣人來說一定是冷的時候。然後等一下還要下水，就讓我回想到冬天練鐵人三項。沒關係，我是鐵人。好，我們先來摸一下水好了。是冷的，先不要讓自己有這種煩惱。我們等一下見招拆招，船到橋頭自然直。走，我們去找世界冠軍。All right,
Yay, Dudu! Ready for action?
Let's go! 這位是來自瑞士 Biel 這個城市的 Boss Müller。他在2019年在全球首場 Windfoil Freestyle 比賽中奪下冠軍，2020年又拿下 Windsurf Foil Freestyle 的世界冠軍，同一年又在 Tarifa Wind Pro 世界杯奪冠。他在水上絕對是跟風一樣的男人，對他來說，風不必強，浪不必大，只要有一點速度，他就能飛起來。在風帆衝浪這個運動，絕對是個傳奇人物。All right, let's go.
Have you done it before?
Windsurfing? No, it's my first time. I'm very excited, and I'm worried about the cold.
It's summer.
Look how Boss is dressed, and look how I am dressed.
You know the good thing about the cold lake? You don't want to fall in it, so you're gonna progress even better.
Oh, so if I'm really good, then I might not get wet at all.
That's the goal.
Guys, I'm gonna stay dry. Okay, so I'm gonna have maybe 3 days to train with you. What can I expect over the next 3 days?
Well, I hope definitely fun. I hope you're gonna fly over the lake. But first, I hope you're not only gonna be in the lake, but gliding, surfing over the lake, this feeling, this sensation, this rush of going out there and having a great time. That's what I hope to share with you.
Hopefully in day 3, I'll be able to loop and fly a little bit. That's our goal. We'll see. Okay, so for windsurfing, can you introduce this sport to me and the audience a little bit? Like, what is windsurfing? What is this?
Windsurfing is basically like sailing on the water. So you got a sail in your hands. This is the boom, but we're gonna prepare the whole rig. We got a board, a sail. You're holding the sail with the boom, and with the boom you're basically steering your sail, turning, maneuvering your board, and you're surfing over the water.
So you're surfing with the wind, so you don't need any waves.
Better no waves for learning, but then once you progress, you actually want to play with the waves. You want to jump over the waves. But for now, you're gonna play with the wind. Windsurfing exists for 50 years already.
Really?
And definitely you wouldn't connect windsurfing with Switzerland. Switzerland is known for snow sports, whatever. Windsurfing has a long history coming from Hawaii, and the sport progressed enormous. And it took off crazy. In the beginning, it was all about just standing on the board and riding, be a passenger. And nowadays, we're doing big jumps, full speeds. It's yeah, it's cool.
This guy's
Windsurfing is
crazy.
great. No, it's endless fun. And the limits are yet to be explored. It's
Wow.
every day we're learning something new. And learning something new, I think, is the best thing you can do. Get out there and be comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Oh,
And today you're gonna be uncomfortable, I hope.
That's what we're here for, right? To learn, experience new things, step outside of my comfort zone.
So let's get ready.
All right,
Here,
let's
the
go.
boom. Wow. I unroll the sail. There's different types of sails, different sizes. Today I will give you an expert storm sail.
Are you sure, Balls? Are you sure?
No, this is a
Entry-level sail?
entry-level sail, a medium size. So
Okay.
not a big size sail, because you will feel the power of the wind.
Okay.
But we will progress, and I hope you get some bigger sails the next day.
我们现在先做一些 DIY 的组装，然后顺便学一下 windsurfing 的一些配件跟设备。
Now we're gonna rig the sail, so bring it in shape.
Okay.
Because otherwise it would have no tension. It's definitely not an easy sport. It needs a lot of pieces. I told you before, it's like building a construction, like a house.
It's like camping.
We're building a tent and we're going on the water with a tent.
We're camping in the water.
This is basically the connection between the board and the sail, let's say. And then later on you can prepare my sail.
Yeah, of course. Anything happens to you,
Yeah,
it's not on me, okay?
So now you can see we create
Oh.
some tension on the sail.
Okay, yeah.
So now we're coming to this boom.
Boom.
Basically, the boom will be the connection between the sail and you. Boom, boom, boom. Get boom, boom, boom. Take it in your hands.
It's heavy.
It is heavy.
So what's next?
Connecting it to the
board.
To the board. It's not an easy sport,
But now you tell me it's not easy.
but there's no way back. This is your board.
I'm more familiar with this. I've done SUP.
Stand-up paddling.
Yeah, similar board.
The board is similar. Probably you explored as well the balance on the
Yes.
stand-up paddle.
Yes.
It's challenging.
Yes,
And
very.
the bigger the board, the easier.
Okay.
So for you, I want to make life easy. For now, we start with a big one.
Okay.
And then obviously the smaller ones, they're more agile, faster. We'll see. The goal is that you get out and back today.
Yes,
And
that's a good goal to have for today.
So now, here we got the connection. That's the base, the connection between the sail and the board. Ready?
Ready. Let's go. OK，帮我说，我应该是没有问题啦，因为大家如果看得到后面的话，也有一些其他的小朋友也在 windsurfing，OK 吧
I'll explain you now here on the beach how to get the sail up and how to get ready.
？OK，
On the water it will be more challenging, but here I can tell you. So we start having the mast between the legs,
Okay.
and then we have the upper rope, and here we can pull the sail up. And now for first we're just gonna hold it here, like this.
Okay.
And now you sort of feel the wind already. You can put your front hand on the sail, your back hand as well. You can stand a bit back, and now
use the wind.
so it's your turn.
Imagine like I'm in the water,
Yeah.
right? And I step on the board like this.
And now you got to make sure
It'll be really hard to balance when I'm here, right?
That's the first challenge, yeah. But already now, like the wind today comes from the west. So windsurfing, you always got to have the wind in your back. You're gonna ride first out and back in, always 90 degrees to the wind. So you will ride both directions. But now we will get the sail up. Yes, like this. You're pulling it up. Now your backhand will hold here the mast. That's the front, so this hand here will hold the mast. And now you can grab the boom with the front hand.
hand.
Yeah.
Feel the wind.
Yeah, and now you can step back. Indeed, yeah.
So have my weight on the back leg.
50-50, but you will slide with both legs a bit back. Another case is for steering. You can put the sail further back towards me, so this is the tail, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you would steer into the wind. If you put the sail more forward, so the front hand will stretch, it will go more it will go more down. And if you have too much wind, let go your backhand once, just let it go. Yeah. The sail opens into the neutral position
Right.
again. And that's also how you can create power
Yeah.
and thrust
Okay.
and release the power. So pull and brake the same. If you want to brake,
Yeah.
you let the sail go and it stops. Have you snowboarded before?
Yes.
You're regular or more goofy?
Regular.
Yeah, regular. So I believe you prefer riding this way.
Yes.
But in windsurfing, we have to come back and we will be
Rotate.
goofy on the dark less trained side. So we will ride this way
Okay.
and that way.
Okay. All right.
Let's jump in our suits.
哦，这个人在开 surfing。不要说開 surfing 比較好玩，可是很明顯就是它難度會高很多。被風箏放還是放風箏，我不太確定。剛剛那個要玩那個開 surfing 的人還過來嗆我們說，我玩什麼 windsurfing？ 我開 surfing 比較厲害。教練是一個蠻瘋的人，我要慢慢習慣他這個節奏。OK，Let's go，Let's go。這裡要先經過一個天堂路的感覺。
Getting it in the water gonna be the first challenge. Of which you can hold it here like this.
Oh my god！ 感覺玩 windsurfing 的人要先把自己練壯一點，因為他那個整個抬起來其實也蠻重的。Is it cold? No. No. He lied. It's cold.
So get on top. Yeah. It's heavy at first when it's wet. Yeah. Here we go. We're still touching the ground. You see, you can release the backhand.
Oh my god! I feel like I'm gonna fall. Where do I go? What do I do?
With the wind.
好難聽的很哦。
Nice.
I feel the wind.
Yes. So now, drop it down again. So turn.
Drop it down.
Yeah.
And then
Just let it go.
let it go. What are you doing?
Just let it go. Yes.
Yeah. Now we're riding.
Let's go. So you see, going this way is way more challenging, but you will get more comfortable with time. And when you have too much wind, you let go of the backhand. How do you put it back to sail? It starts turning.
好，现在呢，我要跟教练直接出去跑一圈，然后很明显，教练的设备比我还要高大概3等。他那个 board 下面还有另外一层，他们叫做 foiling。所以如果等下不知道等下泡看得到，如果教练真的飞起来的话，他是用下面那一层在水里面，上面那一层它那个板板是浮在水上的，没有碰到水的，这个是真的比较专业。我这是算初阶的，先学一下。
I wonder if you can do it now all alone. As soon as the water is deep enough, you can push it back like this.
Oh. There we go. Okay. Much better. Walk around. Woohoo! We met this gentleman over here who's really good at windsurfing, at least better than me.
I'm better on frozen snow.
Oh,
In
you're
winter. I mean, when you have this guy on this lake, then you have to obviously
Step it up as well.
I've been surfing 35 years ago.
you.
And then I started again. So now I need to improve my skills a little.
I think knowing how to snowboard also kind of helps. Takes a lot of balance.
Similar feelings.
Yeah.
And also you go goofy, regular, so it's sort of like
Exactly.
it's a board
Yeah,
sport.
I see you have the moves, but I can tell you're a little rusty.
Yeah. You know, I mean, how old are you?
I guess.
33, 4.
Okay. We can be friends.
Yeah, okay.
I'm 36.
Okay.
No
okay,
way.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
36.
Then I have 14 years head start. Yeah, I'm getting 50.
50.
So that's why the rusty thing is.
Okay. No, but I think you're still pretty good. So I'm gonna be out here with balls next 2 days to train. You should come
I'll
train
be
with
around.
me.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
take you around a little bit also.
Okay. So you're local here as well.
Yeah. I'm here here in Deal.
Today is my first day here, so you can take me around after our windsurfing session.
Sure. Can go dinner.
Yeah.
You're from Taiwan.
I'm in Taiwan, yeah.
We're in Taiwan.
I live in Taipei right now, but my family is in Pingdong.
Pingtung.
Have you been?
Okay, yeah, sure. I've
You
been
have?
60 times in Taiwan.
60
I'm
times!
half Taiwanese, you know. I'm half Taiwanese.
I think we have a-
wife in Taiwan.
Oh my
and,
God.
I have a team in Taiwan.
You have a team. What do you do?
I do watches actually.
Watch, of
But
course.
I did bicycling before. You
Okay,
know, they
bicycling.
brought me to Taiwan because all the good bikes are in Taiwan.
Right.
And then I met my wife, she's Taiwanese.
Oh, okay,
And
wow.
she's into watches, so that's why I wear watches. You also need to.
Yeah, everybody here wears a
It's
watch.
Swiss, you know. I mean, it's a Swiss national thing.
Where's your
But
watch?
mechanical watches.
I don't have one.
you
I'm,
probably might
I'm
have
waiting for
potential.
this guy. I'm waiting for this guy.
But it's a new one, so we need to test if it's for the water.
Oh, so you're
or-
testing your watch.
It's actually good to test the stuff.
Awesome.
We go out
Do
again?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. How was it first?
Oh my
I
God.
just saw you dipping a little bit.
I was testing the temperature of the water. You know, I
okay,
wanted.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to be more relaxed.
I told you, get upright, comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm stiff. On the toilet.
On the toilet position. You need to get your ass out.
OK。那我们现在先继續跟 Boss 教練練，還有新的手錶的大哥練一下 windsurfing 繼續練。Let's go。
Oh, practice.
好的跟這個風相處，我覺得真的很緊張，就是要一直維持平衡，好像要很專心，會讓自己很僵。可是我現在想要讓自己就是有辦法好好放鬆，然後感受那個風跟這個風板的感覺，看這個風板風人合一。那我現在要練這個轉彎，180度轉彎。OK。還有今天教練說風不大，很適合像我這樣初學第一次體驗跟學習，然後明天後天風會比較大，所以剛好也可以練一下比較有速度感的，提升一些技巧。哇，好帥哦 ！I can't let go. You can give me high five with the front hand. Okay, let's do it. 簡簡單單。好累哦！今天我覺得練差不多了，現在就是大腿跟手其實都有點酸了。然後今天呢，瑞士的水喝了不少。我們等一下來跟那個教練評價一下第一天他學到底怎麼樣。等教練回來，他在玩那個叫做 pump twirling， 不知道我這兩天有沒有機會有能力玩到。看起來超輕鬆的。OK。So first day of windsurfing. Other than my falls into the water, how's my performance?
I was impressed because it is a challenging sport. You went
Yes.
swimming lots, but you were fast.
I
back
drank
on
some
the board.
Switzerland water as well. Good water.
Good quality.
Good quality water.
No, but you were back up on the board super quick.
Yeah.
And that's what matters when you want to learn something. You got to
Okay.
practice, you got to fall 1,000 times, but get up 1,001 times. And you did. You managed getting out and back. I mean, we're back at the beach. I expected the worst and we would go down the river to wherever, but no, you made it.
No, yeah. After a few falls, I kind of got the balance, and then the last trip that we took was better, and I stayed on the board for a longer time.
And you managed to steer.
Oh, steering took me a while, but
And doing the U-turn.
and then the U-turn. So I think it's a good first day session. And then we'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have maybe stronger winds, you think?
I hope for more wind, so you will go faster. It will be all a bit more physical or more
Okay.
challenging, but part of the game, learning.
Yes. Okay, looking forward to it.
You need
And
some
Andy
energy.
got
You need
some-
some energy, you know? This is what actually everybody knows is Lindt. It's a good chocolate, but it's probably for the tourists.
This is dynamite.
This is the dynamite.
If you eat this Ovomaltine, you cannot do it better, but you can do it much longer. Because you get so much energy
Really?
eating this chocolate. If we're gonna eat one bar and we will be surfing all night.
You gotta watch out.
It's malt and chocolate actually. It's actually an athlete food.
Yeah.
Because back in the days, in the winter times,
Oh, really?
the people were struggling with
Yeah.
getting the food before, like
Energy.
100 years ago.
Okay.
So the owner of Ovomaltine back in the days, he did this magic mixture to
Yeah.
doping.
power.
This is doping.
But it tastes.
Not on the doping.
Since I'm an athlete now, I need to try this.
Yeah, okay.
You cannot miss out on eating chocolate in Switzerland.
good.
A little bit crunchy.
Good first day. Your friend Andy. Andy's gonna take me around town. Show me a little bit of Biel. How long have you lived in Biel?
First time I've been here 25 years ago, and then I moved here in 2013.
Wow.
Bought a house, but we bought a house much more early.
Okay.
Before I worked in Germany. Did bicycles before, then watches. I don't know how running and watch company. Together with my wife.
Do like a lot of people just on the street, they all just run watch companies?
Here I'm very lucky because here is
Wow.
Rolex, Omega's, Watch
Right.
Group.
Right.
Everybody's here.
So you're gonna show me around town, maybe tell me a little bit of what you do, kind of watch you make.
Definitely. Yeah.
We're in Switzerland.
I get your watch for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. This one?
Tomorrow you wear that one.
Okay.
And that's called Molokini.
I know Molokini.
Yeah, why?
I've been to Molokini. Snorkel, there's a lot of
I
turtles.
have not been there, but we named the watch for Molokini because it's for people like you traveling and doing water sports. But it needs testing because it's the first prototype. He needs to
watch.
test one, I need to test one, you need to test
I'll
one.
test one for you.
And then we break everything, and then our boss, my wife, is angry.
Okay, okay. All right, let's go to
Let's
take a break and
take a break, eat chocolate, do some more runs, then go to the city,
Go
and
to the
then
city.
do some dinner.
whatever you can recommend. I don't know. My first time in Biel.
Okay.
Let's go. Molokini。我们第一天结束，然后 Boss 要带 Andy 体验 pump foiling， 因为我已经衣服都换好了，可能我明天后天再体验。现在 Andy 要直接試試看，他說他完全沒有用過 pump foiling。50歲的大哥，加油 Andy！ 哇，我先示範。嗚呼，你超難。Really testing that watch. Hardcore testing.
More front load. Can you turn around?
Boss 自己這樣子玩起來，他弄起來超簡單的，而且看起來真的很好玩呢。我覺得搞不好明天試試看，我會更喜歡呢，比 windsurfing， 因為它完全不需要風，然後就是一直踩，然後感覺好 effortless。Andy 感覺有點吃力。
Check it, it floats itself. You know what Andy is doing? He just has to step on the board.
I hear you. I hear you.
It's
Did you
easy,
see
Andy.
that? Just step on the board.
Stay on the board.
Just get on the board.
OK， 看起來真的沒有那麼簡單，可是 Boss 玩起來就是感覺都超簡單。而且 Andy 他曾經是有點半職業的滑雪板的選手，然後他現在又玩 windsurfing， 所以他平衡感已經算很好了。然後目前還玩不起來。當然啦 ，Boss 是世界冠軍，所以合理啊，他玩起來那麼輕鬆，也挺合理的。
Dragging the toes.
OK， 我們就是玩完第一天的是 windsurfing 之後呢，新朋友 Andy 今天帶我來 Biel 這邊一個非常高級的餐廳，因為是米其林餐廳。然後因為今天在水裡面一天嘛，肚子也蠻餓的，所以現在呢就要準備去跟 Andy 吃飯。那其實看到這邊，大家應該也不用去懷疑了，好不好 ？Andy 是我們 C 的人。他其實是這個 Orage 手錶的 CEO， 然後他這3天就是要陪我 windsurfing。50歲的 CEO 還有辦法陪我 windsurfing， 我覺得也是厲害。好，我們先吃飯。Okay, this restaurant, first of all, looks amazing already. It's a Michelin-starred restaurant, so I want to say thank you, Andy, for bringing me here. Should we eat first?
Actually, I forgot already what it is.
OK， 因為剛剛上一道菜呢，他們都有人來幫我們講解，然後已經忘記是什麼了。I don't know what that is. Liver.
Yeah, it's very creamy. Yeah. Food here is really good.
You know, Switzerland is not very well known for its food.
It depends on where you go. When you go to a place like that, also they have very good wine, but nobody gets it outside of Switzerland because they don't export it.
Really?
They drink it by themselves.
People don't know Switzerland for its wine.
No, but it's pretty good wine.
But it's really good.
Yeah, it's
跟大家講，我們剛剛開過來這個餐廳的時候，其實旁邊都是葡萄園，所以這邊很多都會做自己的白葡萄酒啊或紅葡萄酒。They don't export it because they want to keep it.
They don't have enough.
Oh, because they don't have enough.
I think it's tiny export, but pretty good.
So should we talk about what you do? First, you were working with a bicycle company.
Yeah, that I founded a bike company. That brought me to Taiwan.
Does that brand still exist?
Yeah, it still exists,
Still
but I
exists.
don't own it anymore.
And then your life brought you to
Taiwan, yeah.
Taiwan. Your wife brought you to Taiwan, and then you got involved in the
And
watch.
she was in the watch business here, and I ended up somehow in beer. They started a brand, Orange.
Watch. Switzerland is known for many things. The watch is
Is-
like top. A lot of people may not know this brand. It's still a very young brand,
Yeah.
right? Like you're competing against Rolex.
Omega, the big guys.
Are they both in Biel?
Yeah, that was me.
They're both in Biel. All the crazy like
You
giants.
are in the epicenter of mechanical watchmaking. Rolex is producing the movements here in Biel. So it's the best fine mechanical industry here. The real watchmaking, not just the marketing show.
All the factories.
Yeah, factory, process, engineering,
development, it's all
machines, tools, that's all here.
So it's like a 新竹科学园区 for watches here in Biel. You know what I'm saying? So this one that I have on my wrist, Molokini, for water sports. I'm testing this for water sports.
Yes.
Oh, why did you name it Molokini? I know it's a Hawaiian island, and I've been there.
I have not been there. I've only seen it on the pictures. And
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's like it's shaped like
yeah, it's
a
like
moon.
every name in our company has some kind of meaning. So we have Arc, Superseed, or even our brand name has a meaning.
Tell
It's
me
a
about
mix
it.
of 3 cultures. It's Hora, Latin, the hour, age, English, century, and then you pronounce it French, Orage.
Orange, right.
And the French is part of the watch industry, so it has a meaning. Molokini, we wanted to have, and everything which is kind of Ford sport, and we wanted to have a shape which is a little bit more organic, more roundish. I still remember it was on the balcony at home with another friend, and we were thinking about names. And he was a dive guy, and he has been in Molokini and said, that's a nice name.
Yeah.
And that probably would fit to the watch, which is dedicated to water sports, more liquid kind of feeling from the shape of the case.
Okay.
And that's how it came together.
So you mentioned like this mechanical watch is meant for water sports, but in my mind, I feel like mechanical watch, they shouldn't touch the water.
If it's well engineered, it should.
If it's well engineered.
You know, if it's well done, it should actually really survive hard
Okay.
sports. And that's what we do. We make everyday product.
Right.
I mean, of course, other people probably using a digital watch or whatever, but people enjoy the mechanical side of it. It doesn't need a battery, tells the time reliably if it's well done, and you can actually do it in all kind of environments. And one of them is water. I mean, obviously, my first test today, no water inside, obviously.
It's still working. It's beautiful in the back.
around 200 parts,
200 parts.
because that's a GMT. So is it for you who's traveling a lot?
It's very useful.
It's actually a second time zone
Yeah.
where you can adjust when it's called a traveler GMT. It's a real GMT.
GMT. So like when I'm here, like a lot of times I have to have meetings with my team back in Taiwan.
Yeah, and then you don't know what time it is.
Right.
So that's convenient. Younger people who tend to do water sports, sports,
sporty.
whatever, travel a lot
Yes.
and enjoy a nice product.
It's just well designed.
We do the movement. We do every part inside there.
Why did you decide to do that though?
We are, it's a hobby, yeah? Wearing watches is kind of a hobby. We do our best possible to make that. And I cannot buy off the shelf an excellent movement.
Yeah.
There is no. I have to make it by ourselves.
You have to make it by
Means
yourself.
power reserve, long power reserve, non-magnetic, all these kind of things which we wanted to have. So we engineered it from the ground up. And that takes 10 years. When you look at the movement like this, it's roughly 3,500 process steps.
3,500 process steps.
Wait,
We have the pumpkin variation for you, which I made labne. We did a harissa with some roses, and with that we have some onions, roscoe, and we recommend to go down.
旅行餐厅进来我们不能等。
You see, Switzerland is a place for food.
Yeah, I can be convinced. This one has some dairy, right? Switzerland dairy, top of the line. I think what's special about this Molokini watch is also it's a little bit smaller than like a lot of the mechanical watches out there.
38 millimeter.
So for me, it's very unisex. Like I don't have a huge wrist, so I think for me, it's just perfect. And there are 3 colors. So right now what I have, it's like the sun sand color, and then there are also like a violet. It kind of reminds you of like the underwater corals. Yeah. And the third color is bluish, but it's like the ocean. It's very
actually Balzis. He needs to abuse it.
It's very versatile, durable, like you said.
Obviously, my first surf test it survived today.
So far, so
got it
good.
from my wife. We need to test that.
Okay.
See if it's waterproof. Everything's okay.
Okay, so maybe after tomorrow or Thursday, if this gets some like water leaks, we'll cut this whole part out.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for this Molokini watch because I'm gonna test it more for the next 2 days.
You have some challenges.
Challenges for me to learn how to windsurf, but also we'll see how this one plays out. You're gonna train with me a little bit more.
Yeah.
But since you're local at Biol, you're gonna show me
go
a little bit some activities that you maybe do in your day to day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. I have a local to take me around Biol. We're gonna enjoy this Michelin-starred restaurant, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. 我这一集就是要来 windsurfing 的，然后现在被 Andy 带来釣魚。
Sometimes it's closed because of stones falling down.
我现在是在拍荒島求生的劇集嗎？土狼，你是土狼？哇 ，Big one。OK， 我們現在來到第2次的 windsurfing 的訓練。今天天氣真的好很多，而且剛好是禮拜天，超多人在這邊玩 kitesurfing。然後你看這個整個 Lake Biol 裡面有很多人也在玩 windsurfing、palm foiling， 超多人在裡面玩的。而且今天的風，不知道大家有沒有聽得到那種感覺？今天的風也比昨天還要強，我覺得蠻多的，所以整體速度應該會拉上來。Boss， 我的教練已經在裡面 ，Oh my God， 他已經在裡面拍起來了。嗚呼！ All right, day 2, boss.
You ready?
I am ready.
Definitely.
I think Andy is already in the water.
Yes, true. He's sailing out to the other side of the lake.
Okay.
Let's catch him up.
Okay, let's catch up with Andy.
Okay, let's go. 我还不想那麼快濕哦。
Here we go.
It's a lot of wind. 還不想那麼快濕哦。Alright, let's go. 哇，这個風好大，這控制不住啊 ！Oh my God! Let me get down behind the sail. We're going! Let's go! Woo! Wow, that's wind! Wow, my baby! Yes! 刚刚叫了一台传的 Uber 來接我，因為這邊的今天的風真的太大了，然後我就有點回不去啊。派了一艘船來接我，而且今天風大浪大，真的這樣很累，然後有點暈船。
Well done.
You did well. You were so fast.
I was flying.
Andy was flying.
But not like him. Actually, it doesn't matter where we.
He's part of the wind.
I'm playing with the wind.
I know.
Yeah, but you did great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. The wind was so strong. Much stronger than yesterday. OK， 他们两个一定要去再滑一下。他说风越大，他下越嗨。现在对我来说已经超出我能力范围了。这是 Boss 的板板，他超扯。然后他刚刚上岸跟我说，他的螺丝里面断掉了。然后他说常常这个里面的螺丝它会断掉，因为他一直在做一些特技，然后飞来飞去的。然后他说、OK 啦，反正刚断了一个螺絲，等下再裝一個新的進去。好扯，是要滑得多大力？ That screw? Oh my god!
But it's better to break the screws in the board than when you break the screws in your body.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. He's the best tester.
Testing.
Not broken yet.
The watch is
so
all
good.
fine.
All of them. See it here, yeah.
Nice.
Test to the
For Taiwan waves.
Boss, you should come to Taiwan. We have really good waves and good winds.
Strong wind, good waves. I've never been, but I've heard really good stories. Actually, it would be good visiting Taiwan for water sports action.
Yes.
Never been.
Yes. Andy's going back in. Let's go. 真的在 Bill 这边的玩 water sport 的真的都还蠻狂的，50歲的還可以玩得很用力。然後這邊也是他的板板的那個 foil 整個斷掉。好扯哦。High speed。哦，終於把濕的衣服換下來了，然後現在太陽又出來了。We got Andy here. We got some blood. 哇塞
But no, I will survive it. I
You
guess.
good?
Yeah, it's good.
Are you going back out? Are you
No,
done
I think
for today?
for today is good. We
Yeah,
need
I
to
think
save
so.
a little bit of energy for tomorrow.
For tomorrow.
And then because tomorrow it will be more wind.
More wind tomorrow. More wind tomorrow than today?
I
Oh
heard.
my god. I don't think I can handle it. But I think you're like even for today, the wind was really strong for me. But I think for you, you handled it pretty
Good.
well.
I actually was coming into
Yeah.
the gliding.
Yeah, Andy was out there like really getting it.
And keep in mind, 35 years ago, yeah?
You're not rusty at all.
No. I appreciate it. And we probably have some good footage.
I think a lot of good footage of balls. A lot of my footage are in the water.
In the water.
In the water.
But that was the whole purpose. Get out of the comfort zone.
Definitely.
The comfort zone is here on the beach.
Yes,
And that is the discomfort zone.
that's discomfort in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're done for today. We'll try more tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I want to try pump-foiling. Maybe I'm better at that than windsurfing.
But you're actually pretty good, I think.
You think so? Ball said nobody ever learns how to windsurf in a day or two. Nobody. So I think I'm doing okay so far.
Definitely agree.
Okay, so let's see tomorrow with stronger winds. Let's see what happens. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, so Andy, you're gonna take me to this restaurant. This is like way up in the mountains. Like we're so far from.
In the middle of nowhere.
So we've been driving for like maybe 30 minutes.
And into the Jura Mountains.
We're really like high in the mountain.
There's
there.
your salad front, and there's
Wow.
actually the cheese fondue in there.
Okay.
And then we will have
This is the restaurant.
pork meat, and I'm going to show you a little bit around. That's really Swiss original Jura Mountains. That's where also the watch industry actually came to life.
Came to life from
Yeah,
here.
in
from,
winter, you know,
from
was
here.
yeah, it was snow everywhere, and then they had nothing to do, and then they were small pots.
这个餐厅真的有点在蛮远的地方，而且这整区只有这一栋房子。So do you come here to eat?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
This
places.
is one of your favorite.
And in winter it's closed, yeah, because the snow is
Oh.
probably high, so high that you cannot walk in. Let's go around there. I will show you where.
Okay.
There's some inhabitants around the corner.
Inhabitants.
Yeah,
What?
you see that?
Yeah.
It's visit those guys.
Is that our dinner?
And not like that, but,
一堆猪，很可爱的猪。
but I think they are happy.
Okay. For now, they're happy until they're not. They know you. You come here so often.
my friends.
They know you. 我刚刚跟他講，真的旁邊什麼建築都沒有。This is the only house that I see.
Another one is over there.
Okay,
In
very
the
far
far rear,
away.
and then this way is actually the highest point in the Jura Mountains.
Oh, that pole.
And then it goes towards Geneva, and that goes towards Zurich. So you can never get lost.
Yeah.
As I said, when the mountain is that way, you
Right.
go to Geneva.
Geneva.
And the mountain is that way, you go to Zurich.
Zurich.
You won't get lost.
A lot of trees.
Yeah, a lot of
nature.
a lot of green animals.
And you also mentioned earlier that there's no internet, no reception here.
Did you check your phone? Very weak.
One bar.
It's coming another one.
So if anything happens in this house, you guys won't be able to see this video. All right, let's go eat.
Let's go in.
Let's
Get some
go
food.
eat. Cool restaurant.
We are in a 300 years old house.
Oh my god. This is
made-
the kitchen?
Yeah, that's the kitchen. And that's where they produce the cheese.
Like a big blender. What is that?
That's a cake, a plum cake.
Oh, plum. This is, oh, okay. It's actually pretty cool. Oh my god. Okay, 真的蛮臭的，各位。
That's where the cheese comes from.
You okay with the smell?
Getting used to it. So every day they make one of those, and then you need to turn it around and wash salt, and then it starts to look like that, you know.
Oh, okay.
After a while, it's getting a crusty,
On the
hard
outside.
crust. So it's different age. So it's like a really salty crust, and that's called Gruyere. That's the most famous
Gruyere.
Gruyere.
Is this what we're having today for dinner?
You can. And all from the fresh cow outside.
Outside，这个感觉就是很 fresh 的 cheese，这是 age 稍微久一点点，然后这感觉就是可能已经过了一年的 aging。然后讲话真的不行的。Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so dinner is served. This is the infamous cheese fondue from Switzerland. I actually tried this 7-8 years ago.
But this
and
is the real one.
Okay,
You
I
were in
trust
the wrong
you,
place.
Andy. This is the right place.
So you get some bread, put it on that
What's the
fork.
right way to do it?
Yeah, stick it on the fork. Make sure that it doesn't fall off. Because when it falls off,
Then
naked.
Oh, that's the rule. Okay,
So and then you need to steer.
just there. So this
Finished,
is
yeah.
cheese from the cow that we just saw, right?
Yeah, there's several different cheeses. When you turn it around like that,
You know cheese is not my favorite food, right?
but this one is good.
I trust you, Andy.
No, turning, because otherwise you make a mess everywhere. Yeah? And then eat. It's good.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad. I think it's a good idea you brought me to the room first. Because that was like really bad.
This is the soft stuff.
So this is like, okay, manageable. Okay.
It's good.
Manageable.
Yeah, see?
I wouldn't say it's my like, oh, I love it.
You know, it's a little bit like in Taiwan when Europeans eat tofu.
I get it.
They actually don't know why.
Yeah.
And you need some time to figure that out.
Yeah.
Then you will love it. But even worse, and what is the fish egg? Uizi. I love it.
You love it.
But I needed 10 years.
Okay, give me 10 years on this. Maybe I'll love it. This is big hash brown.
That is called rösti, yeah. Kind of hash brown.
Oh.
Yeah. You saw them before.
Yeah, just in the back of the house.
Yeah, that's how they look in reality. I mean, hash browns are everywhere in the world, but
Yes.
in that way, in one like a cake.
Okay, so we just eat this with the pork,
Yeah, you
right?
take a little bit of this and then pork, and then that sauce on top of that.
Oh.
That is the thing.
Kind of like a cake.
Pretty straightforward.
Okay, I'll try a bite first. It's crunchy
Crunchy on
on
top,
the top
and a little bit
soft on the bottom.
buttery and milky
Buttery.
taste.
Yeah, and it's good with the sauce.
Yeah.
This is surprisingly good. This is the best pork I've had in a long time.
See, that's what you get here.
Okay, we just finished our great food. It's really cold outside and we have
Yeah,
a
getting dark.
long day again tomorrow. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get some rest. And also Andy got
I bought some butter.
a brick of butter.
Yeah.
How much is that? You don't know.
Half a kilo.
Half a kilo?
I eat a lot of butter,
Okay.
especially for tomorrow.
Okay, we gotta
Okay,
get some rest.
bye.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Morning, day 3 in Biel. Before we get over to the lake, Andy's gonna take me around Biel to show me, some of the local life and the city a little bit. It is beautiful here. So we're at what? This is
That's
Old Town.
This
This
that's
is Old
really
Town.
Old Town.
But it's really pretty and quiet
Yeah.
and peaceful. good weather.
Lots of wind.
Blue sky. Lots of wind. I don't know about the wind. Today is the last day, all right? We're gonna make some progress. I want to try that pump filling. Maybe I'm gifted for pump filling.
How many tries he predicted? Some people said he tried 700 times.
700 times.
I gave myself 200. I also can't do it, so don't worry.
Maybe 30 times.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic.
There's a lot of interesting architecture besides also the old ones.
Yeah.
So the really old ones, probably more than 100 years old.
Ooh.
Then you also have this Bauhaus.
Bauhaus, like
kind of
German
thing.
style houses.
Yeah, and all over the city.
No, but Biel is in a very interesting geographical location.
Yeah.
So for the people that aren't familiar with Switzerland, it's kind of divided into
50-50 French, German speaking. That's why we have
Okay.
two names, BLBN.
This is the only city that I know in Switzerland that has two names.
And it's really always written like that,
Yeah.
BL/BN. And
Very
it's-
strange.
And it's a center point of the watchmaking industry, fine
Okay.
mechanical industry, medtech, everything which is small
Medtech.
and material oriented. And
Very cool.
over the city was very rich
Before the war.
and also when they really were big on watches, and then
Yeah.
afterwards, and then in the 70s, that's where the problem came. You know,
Right.
the quartz crisis.
Uh-huh.
Japan took over the watch market, and
Right.
then actually and then it needed the recovery of this watch. Watch actually saved the Swiss watch industry and
The
Swatch
Swatch
Group, you know
Group.
that. We all
Okay.
know that.
Yeah.
And that actually brought back the city, and in the last 10-15 years I would say that's where you really see the city coming back and as it is today.
That's
and
beautiful.
this is university city, and the big companies are here, and,
Cool.
and suppliers all over the place.
Andy told me Biel has about 90,000
Roughly,
residents,
yeah.
and over 50% of people that live here are in the watch industry,
I would say yes, and it's located pretty much in the middle, so
in the center.
you can say half an hour to Bern, 1 hour something to Geneva, 1 hour something to Zurich, 1 hour to Basel. So you're actually reaching all these places, and when you go to the Alps, it's also 1 hour. The location is pretty good.
This is like the little hidden gem in Switzerland.
I don't know how many, but more than 120 ethnic groups. So everybody's coming from everywhere here.
It's very diverse.
Yeah, melting pot. Melting
Melting
beer.
pot.
So here we are in a probably pretty old
So-
bus station, I guess.
This is the bus station.
Yeah.
I see some books.
Yeah.
It's like a telephone booth.
We love books, they say.
Okay.
Please respect, we love books. Everybody can actually borrow books here and bring books there.
Oh, so this is open to the public and
Yeah.
Ooh, 好酷哦！它是一个小小的 community-based library，
Yeah.
有必要看的书就来放在这边，然後想看什麼就拿回去看。
I think we walk up there. There's kind of
Nice.
a little place up there with a nice, beautiful tree.
That is really cool. What? 而且今天，你看我今天穿 T 恤，太陽出來的時候真的是蠻舒服的天氣，今天就不冷。不知道今天到 Lake Biel 的時候會不會冷
I mean, it's super nice, huh?
？Wow. And that tree in the middle.
Yeah.
I feel like this in maybe Zurich or Bern, there would be like hundreds of tourists.
I guess so.
Right?
Full.
And it's completely empty. 很漂亮哎，Biel 這邊真的是一個很奇妙的地方，就是大家知道瑞士就很多不一樣語言嘛，主要就是德文跟法文，然後這邊剛好是一個講法文跟講德文的邊界，所以這個城市除了兩個名字，德文、法文的Biel跟Bienne之外，在路上跟這邊的人打招呼，他們有可能跟你講的是 Bonjour， 有可能跟你講的是 How do you say hello in German？
Hello.
就是 hello。
Hello.
Oh, okay. Behind us, just some random
So nice, huh?
church clock tower. Oh my god, guys. 好漂亮哦。Okay, Andy 帶我來吃 French crepe. I guess there's a lot of like French food,
Yeah.
German food
Yeah,
in this
mixed.
area. So
That
I'm
is
gonna
typical French crepe.
have a
Steak,
little
champignon, and cider.
cider.
Apple
Wow.
juice with power.
And it's still in the morning here. It's fine. 早上喝一點酒，下午才滑起來可能會比較順一點。I'm gonna enjoy this crepe. Andy already finished his.
Very fast.
那我們吃一點，然後晚上繼續 windsurf, fight against the wind. Let's go. OK， 各位，现在又回到 Beal Lake， 然後一樣 ，Boss 呢，我的教練呢，已經在這個湖裡面，我已經不知道他早上幾點來的，反正每次來他都在裡面，已經在那邊耍一些特技了。OK，Boss 呢，現在上岸，他想要給我看這個新的 foiling，
That's wing foiling.
wing foiling，
So we can feel already the pressure.
Yeah.
But now, so you can turn. Yeah, now hold it with both your hands. Now you feel the pressure.
Yeah.
So it's really like a wing. It's like a kite, but you're holding it in your hands. So then you basically have the two sports or three sports combined in one discipline. And that's the newest of all water sports, wing foiling.
I don't think I'm ready for this yet.
Let's see if you fall or fly away. I hold him on the leash. Every year we have a new sport almost on the water. There's so much to play and to do with it.
You're one of the inventors.
Yeah, I love pioneering. It's beautiful. Trying new stuff is the best thing you
I
can
think it's
do.
crazy. 好啊，自己把我的这个小帆船装起来 ，Andy 在那边装了。
Now you got the great challenge. This is you rigging your first sail.
OK，
Easy.
如果等下表现不好的话，一定是我没有装好，不是我能力不足。OK， 其實呢 ，windsurfing 真的是一個蠻困難的運動。我其實會滑板，然後我會滑 snowboard， 然後我也去淡水玩過那個滑水，那個我都有成功，沒有到很厲害，可是都 OK。可是到 windsurfing，Oh my God，it's a different beast。大家可以想象，就是也是在水上，也是拉着一個東西，可是跟滑水可能姿勢有點類似，可是滑水它那個拉力是一致的，就是那根線那個船在拉，你只要去 focus 在你腳上的一個平衡就 OK 了。可是 windsurfing 因為你是利用大自然的風嘛，那個風的方向會一直不一樣，力道也一直不一樣。再來就是有風的時候就會有浪，所以你站上去開始利用風啟動之前，其實那個浪一直在那邊飄來飄去的時候，其實是蠻難 stabilize 的。更何況 Boss 已經給我一個比較大的板子了，算初學者才會用的板子，應該相對來說比較好平衡。可是我自己還是覺得有點困難。當然，如果他們用越小的板子，你可能速度越快，可是那個平衡感要再更好一點。可是 Boss 也說了，就是 windsurfing 這東西本來就不簡單。然後你2-3天要真的學到什麼樣的能力跟強度，本來就有點困難。不過今天還是想要挑戰看看，體驗看看。今天的風真的比較大，有點怕跟昨天一樣，又會開始 seasick 暈船的感覺。我自己覺得目前對我來說最大的困難是站上去，你要把那個風板拉上來，拉上來的過程，我覺得是最難的，因為你是沒有速度的，你的板就在那邊，然後你把那個拉上來，其實那個蠻重的。那時候又有風，所以你如果你的板子跟風不是順的話，你把它拉上來的過程，你的板子會一直移動，然後又有浪，你要這邊平衡，然後倒在水上要爬上來，倒到水上要爬上來，真的是會蠻累的。可是我可以想象啦，就是如果抓到那個感覺，那個速度真的飛起來，像每天在看 Boss 跟我後面這一群人，看得出來是真的很好玩，就是完全不用任何的電馬達，就是大自然跟你融合一體，其實是蠻享受的，就是要過一個學習的門檻而已。我現在還在那個坎裡面，好了，那就開始吧。第3堂課 ，Go Go！ Oh my God！ 大家感受到這個風嗎
You think I can throw the cap to Andy?
You have to throw it this way。哇，風超大，他剛剛丟帽子，我還沒丟給 Andy， 他沒接到。Playing with the wind。Harsh testing。現在風很大，然後應該會做一些前空翻、後空翻，順便做一些 Mokini 的手錶測試。Okay, today's day 3. What suggestions do you have for me on day 3? What should I be focused on?
Surviving, not sinking into our beautiful lake. No, it's a definitely wilder environment today. It's windy
than yesterday,
right? It's windier than yesterday. We told you the wind will progress during the days.
Yes, I
but
feel it.
You've progressed as well, so let's challenge the limits. If the wind is gonna be too much of a challenge for you, we're gonna fly over the lake with the pump foil equipment. And as we're anyway going with the wind that way, we will end up hopefully not in Beal.
In the worst case, you end up in Beal.
But on the way to Beal, there's a good dock in the harbor for learning pump foiling.
Okay.
So if playing with the wind is too much, we're gonna play with the foils.
With the foil, we'll try. I think my challenge for the past 2 days, I feel like it's pulling the sail,
Sail
up,
it's heavy.
and because I don't have any motion, and it's wavy.
And you need to use the wind to get stabilized.
Right.
You're standing still and you got to balance. And
Right.
speed is your friend,
Yeah.
Right.
like everywhere.
Yeah.
And the faster you go, the less
More stable.
friction, the more stable, the more comfortable.
Once I get some
And
speed, it's
as
good.
well, it's hard pulling that sail up.
Yeah.
And the more you fall, the
more
more,
you get.
tired I
more
get.
tired you get. So in the end, it's easier to not fall.
Any tricks, any pro tips on
Really?
Not falling. Yeah. Release the backhand so the sail opens.
Okay.
Draw a shaka.
Throw a shaka when I
smile.
have, okay, and smile.
It looks scary, but I think it's okay. I mean, at least you get some speed more quickly. You don't
There's-
need to work so hard.
We're not in a dangerous environment. There's no big
Yeah.
waves, no
Yeah.
sharks,
No reef.
except maybe some freshwater sharks, which really
have
love
freshwater sharks?
Taiwanese guys.
Oh no!
No, let's go out there.
Okay, let's
good.
go. Day 3, let's go.
Crocodiles as well.
Crocodiles are really dangerous here. And sharks too, right?
No, sharks, no.
The sharks are only 5 meters. They are small. Crocodiles are big. Okay, thank you. 这些人都很喜欢开玩笑哦。
With the wind, the
Yeah.
water gets more turbulent, and then it's for sure more freezing. It's crazy, huh?
It's cold. My God！刚刚走过来全部都是这个石头路。
The hardest part of learning windsurfing is walking back.
Is walking back.
And now we're going pump foiling.
How did you think of my performance today with windsurfing?
I was excited seeing you fighting with the elements, but also enjoying the elements. There were moments where you actually managed to control the sail and not the sail controlling you.
Right.
You were going, sometimes you were going fast.
Sometimes. The key word is sometimes.
You felt too much, but
Today was
falling
hard.
is part of learning. I'm really excited from your progression over the last 3 days. I would never ever take a bloody beginner out in these conditions, but you made it look good. I'm
I
happy.
don't know,
I'm
man.
stoked.
Thank you. Boss is super patient. Like he's always next to me, even though he could go like 100 miles per hour, but he stays close, make sure I'm okay.
Yeah, and make sure that you're not drowning. And in the end, we made it back to where we started.
Yes.
Next
Okay.
time, we're gonna actually fly back up here.
Next time. But I'm really excited to try pump foiling.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it with Andy.
Woo!
Let's do pump foiling. Right, you can show us first and then we'll try it.
Yee-hoo!
Pump foiling 听 Boss 讲，现在是最夯、最热门的，就是瑞士这边的水上运动，也是这可能3、4年才盛行的。我不知道大家在短影音有没有滑过，就是那种浮在海上的感觉。Boss 就是这个项目的最高的达人，世界冠军。
I've actually won the first competitions in pump foiling, yes, because the sport is now 5 years old. So it's a very new sport, hydrofoil pump foiling. Its progression is crazy, and as you can see, it's really like it's tech. It's an airplane.
It's an
in the water. And it flies through the water by actually your forward momentum.
Yeah.
The front wing creates the lift.
Yeah.
Stabilizer controls the flight.
Yeah.
And with your pumping motions, you create the forward speed.
Okay, sounds easy.
And the longest one was
48 minutes I'm pumping. Some people pump forever, but you can really pump endless turns.
Is that the record? World
The record used to be, but now the record is over marathons in pump foiling, over 42
God.
kilometers pump foiling, and this is proper serious marathon
That's
running.
your next challenge, I
That's
guess.
my next challenge.
Pump foiling a marathon.
I'll see if I can do maybe
The first
3
meters.
seconds.
Yeah,
3 seconds flight.
3 seconds, 5 meters. We'll see if we can do that today. Okay, let's see if we can get on the board today. Let's go. 先让豹示范一下。Oh my god. This guy.
Looks easy like that, you know.
Yeah.
And he can do it both sides.
Yeah. It's like just
Jesus, walking on the water.
Swiss Jesus. Okay, it's our turn.
He said we first need to push ahead.
Create
On
that
the-
momentum.
On the belly kind of thing.
And then try to stand up.
Yes.
I think the stand-up is probably
The
a
hard
little
part.
bit over-ambitious.
I mean, if you're good with your belly rolls,
Yeah.
you can maybe pump on your belly as well. No, but let's feel the foil and the feeling of flying.
Okay.
Whoa, not bad. Almost 3 meters.
看起来其实超难的。
So you're trying on the belly. I'll show you again.
Show me the beginner way.
The safest way, because we're
safest
still
way.
playing with a knife.
Yeah, that's very sharp.
So I'm standing on the edge of the dock like this.
Okay.
Like when you want to jump head first into the water and want to go as far as possible forward.
Okay.
All the forward momentum we gain or we gets us further. And then very important, the foil will generate lift,
Yeah.
so we will shoot up and forward.
Okay.
So we got to push
down.
and really like bring your body over the board and forward.
Okay.
Because it will do this and then it will go in your face.
Okay.
That can hurt. But not today. So you step on it like this and you push.
I think that's my goal today. Just to glide on my belly.
Hold it on the grip here.
And bring the chest in between and
Okay.
glide forward.
Okay. Cool. Not bad, right?
Now Andy has a challenge.
Andy, come.
Should I stay here so we see who went further?
Okay.
That's the goal.
So what's my next step? Do I just try to stand up, or that's too much?
That's the goal. So the next step, if you're comfortable on the belly,
Yeah.
you felt already comfortable. You can go the same way, but now you put your back knee on the board.
Okay.
You can put both knees on the board.
Okay.
And from this position, basically you can step up like this
Oh, okay.
and like this.
Okay.
So I show you.
Okay.
My stronger leg is pushing off, or let's say just the front leg, and my back leg goes on the board. So like this. And then you can
Okay.
just make sure that you're above the board, in the center of the board. Yeah, forward, above, otherwise it will or slide sideways.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Go on the knee again, but make sure that bring your back knee a bit more forward also on the board.
Okay.
Nice. Maybe you can try to bring both knees on the board, and
So
then
it's more balanced.
it's more balanced again.
Yeah, I felt I was out of balance.
Hey, he's a talent.
Natural pro.
Oh, you got one pump. Both knees on the board. Okay.
Yes. That's controlling the balance. And we got to keep in mind we're testing watches here.
Yes. 其实这比 windsurfing 好玩很多，因为没有很多浪，然后就出去马上可以从事，可以一直重新开始。windsurfing 一直我连开始都没办法開始，真的很好玩，可以多玩幾次。
So next step for you would be you're doing the same. You're pushing off like this.
Yeah.
Then you're going on it like that.
Right.
And then you start pumping. Yoo-hoo!
Whoa! When I pump, the board doesn't go down.
It stops. It still lifts you up. now with the wind.
Thank you so much.
It was a lot of fun riding with you.
This guy's crazy. Follow his Instagram.
Radicolo.
Good luck with your competition.
Thank you.
I learned so
dude.
much.
The
Had a lot of
dude.
fun.
Dude.
Yes. Are you gonna? I'm gonna pump
down
all the way down there.
Yeah, to the gear.
所以等一下我的这个教练呢，他的离场的方式直接是 pump foil， 然后他就走了。人家不是开车来的，他是坐一个板子来的。大家叫他 Swiss Waterman， 不是没有原因的，他就是活在水上的男人。好冷哦，先去换衣服。好，现在呢，3天在 Bill 的旅程已經結束，告一個段落了。想在這邊很快跟大家總結一下，真的要謝謝 Orage 讓我有機會來到 Bill 這個城市，幫我跟那個 Boss 牽線，有辦法體驗到 windsurfing， 而且不光是體驗，是跟世界冠軍一起練習，也是人生體驗的一個人生清單。今天可以 check out， 真的學會的話，還有很漫長的一段路，可是我真的覺得這種運動真的只有在電影裡面或者是在滑影片的時候才滑到。然後今天有辦法在瑞士這麼漂亮的 Biel 這個城市這個地方，我覺得真的是蠻感動的。就是謝謝 Orage 給我這個機會。這幾天呢，也謝謝 Andy Orage CEO。雖然這次邀請來，當然是我們要業配 Orage 錶嘛，可是我覺得 Andy 這個人真的讓我覺得 makes me feel like family。他真的是整天幫我照顧得很好，然後不止跟我一起體驗 windsurfing， 他也帶了我去體驗 fly fishing， 然後看 Biel 這整個城市的一些美貌，跟幫我介紹這裡的一些文化，我真的也蠻感謝他的。然後我真的覺得這次來到 Biel， 因為我不是第一次來到瑞士，是第2次來到瑞士。我覺得 Biel 這個城市給我的感覺是蠻特別的。第一，它不是大家觀光客會來的地方，所以你在這很多地方你不會看到很多觀光客。然後第二，它是很有歷史、很有文藝氣息的地方，因為它是做機械錶的中心嘛，不止 Orage 在這邊嘛 ，Rolex、Omega 很多手錶零件的工廠，所有的供應鏈都在這邊。雖然我以前都沒有戴過機械錶，可是因為這次跟 Orage 合作，然後這隻錶我也是戴了好幾天了，我開始真的可以 appreciate 機械錶的美跟它的 engineering excellence。而且這幾天跟 Andy 相處，然後更了解他的品牌、這家公司跟他們真的公司的 vision， 讓我真的覺得現在買機械錶不是只是買一個機械錶，是得到一些金字塔頂端的一個藝術的美。像這一款 Moleskine 我戴了好幾天了，它不只是一個機械錶，它也是非常實用，然後長得也非常好看，真的可以拿它來做一些 water sport。這幾天我 windsurfing 都帶着它，然後也都沒有問題。我覺得 Orage 這樣子這次邀請我過來，真的有讓我燒到機械錶，然後搞不好從今天開始，我這個機械錶的這條路程就開始了哦，一個小小 expensive 的 hobby 哦。哎，這是真的要謝謝 Andy 呢。不過講真的啦，就是 Orage 的錶真的做得很漂亮。如果大家有興趣的話，可以去加入他們的官方 LINE。其實他們在台灣有很多一些直營的地方，所以如果加入他們官方 LINE 的話，你可以去預約試錶，或者是查詢更多的資料。好了，那我們這一集呢就到這邊了。希望這次的體驗有讓大家看到什麼叫做 windsurfing and what not to do when windsurfing。我們下次見，拜拜。自從練完鐵人三項之後就沒有穿過防寒衣了，然後這個防寒衣是我穿過最厚的。哇！